guys. Finally got done with a few things. I've had a very busy weekend. How's everybody's weekend going? I'm getting over here so I can see some comments. Gotten pretty much everything done this weekend I wanted to. Just a few odds and ends that I didn't. That's fine though. Let me see here. I'm almost there, guys. Make sure you smash that like button. Oh, I gotta sign in. Sorry about being on here a few minutes late. Oh man, let's see here. All right, I am here. Make sure you smash that like button, guys. Okay. What's going on, LKB? What's going on, Iron Dog? What's going on, JP? Hey, Madman, how's it going? As you can see, you see any difference with that corner? So what's everybody up to today? Yeah, we'll go over that here in a minute. I did one of them Friday night, and I did the other one last night, or yesterday. And yeah, I was up till like 2 to 3 a.m. on Friday night, and I was up till like 5:30 this morning. I'm recovering too. Between feeding, cleaning, doing the rack. Yeah, it was a long night. And then I ended up waking up late today, so I've been rushing around all day getting stuff done. Sweet, Iron Dog. Did you pick anything up? Yes, JP, I did get the rack into place. I'm going to wait for a couple more people to get on here first, and then we will go over it. I still have to clean the tubs in that rack, and then I'm going to put them in a room because there's nothing in them right now. That's my quarantine rack, and of course, I don't have anything coming yet. 1,200 gram female pastel for 60. That's awesome. And took your wife to a benefit for Knights of Columbus and had a free bar. Cannot go wrong with a free bar. Hey, Reese's, what's going on, man? All right, guys, 7 people watching, 4 thumbs up. Yep. So, hey, Jeff, what's going on? I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Had a good turnout in feed last night. A lot more of them ate than I thought they would, and that's a good thing. Fed off a lot of my live last night. I ended up feeding my big girls smalls and then just kept putting them in there until they wouldn't eat. So had one eat 3 smalls, had one eat 2. So that was a good. I'm down to. I just moved over for a total of. How long do you guys quarantine your snakes? If you got it from a Reptile Expo, I would say quarantine them for at least 60 days. I haven't bought one from an expo since I first started. If I buy it directly from somebody that I do know and trust, I'll quarantine for a couple weeks at least. But I would recommend at least 30, 60 days, 90 in some cases. But like I stated in the video, I think it was Wednesday. If you get something from an expo, the longer the better, because even though you buy it from a from a breeder you trust, I cannot say that word. Even though you buy it from a breeder that you do trust, there's other breeders at the expo that you never know if they brought mites in with them. So it's always best. It's always best just to do it at least 60 days when you get it from a show. Say, for instance, the breeder I got the Super Pastel from, the female, I put her in like a couple days quarantine because I know the breeder. I know she took good care of him. But if that breeder went to an expo and I bought it from her at the expo, then I would quarantine at least 60 days. All right, let's go ahead and go take a look here. Looks like we're kind of stagnant here, so we will go and. So, in this rack here, last night, everybody but 2 ate last night. So that is a great thing. That's the most I've had eaten that rack. So that's awesome. Then here is a new rack setup. You got 11 tubs on that side, 10 on this side. Which give these guys more room. Let's see where that. Trying to find what I did with the 400 subscriber giveaway snake. Let me look here. No. It must be this one. I got new water bowls also. Yep. See the difference? Here's the water bowls. I got them at Dollar General. No, sorry. I got them at Dollar Tree, that store that has everything for $1. So I'm real happy with it. Only thing I gotta say is whenever let's say you buy a bunch of tubs to build a new rack like these, and you make a spacer, like say it's 6 inches here, and you make that 6 inches spacer so you can have everything perfect, well, there's tolerances on each one of these tubs. So they might be 6 inches, they might be just under that. So that's like me. Hey, BP collector, what's going on? Some of these have a little bit more air gap than the others do, but that's fine because the snakes will not get out. I'm happy with it. And the way you could see here how that handle here kind of dips. I was worried about that at first, but I'm not anymore. So everything worked out good yesterday. Update on the hatchlings. Jace has not ate yet. If he don't eat, next week I will be assist feeding. Zax has ate 2. Ed with Genetic Hunters / King Repti finally ate yesterday. One of the auction snakes did not eat, the one that was TNT. And Bill with BC Pythons has had 2 meals, and Zax has had 2 meals. So we're down to 2 that has not ate yet. Yeah, building your rack's not hard. There's ways you can do it. I'm going to put out the video the camera work wasn't that great on me going through what I did with these 2 racks, but I'm going to go ahead and try to edit it and put it out Wednesday. And that'll kind of give you an insight on how I built my rack. So hopefully you guys find that for some help, and help you guys out. So it's probably going to be about a 10 or 15 minute vlog, I think. I don't remember how long it took, so I'm going to do I guess I'll do Wacky Wednesday, Twist 'em Up Thursday, and yeah, it'll be kind of a long vlog on that one. Hey, what's going on, Savannah? So do you guys have any questions or anything like that you need to know? Make sure you go check out DEA Exotics. When do you plan on selling your animals? I only have, that I know of, 2 of the hatchlings that will be up for auction, and that will go to benefit TNT. As soon as they get, I would say, 3 meals, then they will go into auction. One of them still has not ate yet, so that's kind of what I'm waiting on now. What size is your egg box? I have a 6 quart and I have a 12 quart. My 12 quart has the 10 eggs in it. The 6 quart is what I use for anything less. For my racks, I use PVC. So right now, all my racks that have snakes in it has PVC. That melamine rack is the one I wanted to kind of steer away from, but that's going to be my quarantine rack. Hey, Genomic Labs, what's going on? And PVC is expensive, but it's a lot better than melamine. So I bet you're asking, the picture on the thumbnail for this live stream had that. So I bet you're asking, what happened with the female pied? Well, probably made her mad, but I put her in the tub. She's right there. I'm trying to go all tubs if possible. The butterfly did not eat last night. So I think he used the bathroom last night from what it looks like. But do you add water to vermiculite between incubation period, for example, one day? Like 30, do you have to add water? I don't use vermiculite. I use perlite and I use light diffusers. So when I start the incubation, I put probably that much water in the bottom of the tub. And I keep an eye on it. If I do need to add it, I add water from the actual water bottles that's on the bottom of my incubator, so it's the same temperature. I'll just open it up, pour it in there, add it, and then put fresh water in this, and then put it back down there with the bottles. But typically, no, I do not add water. Probably going to change up my tubs a little bit and go with the ones that seal and just put a small couple pinholes in it. Kind of like what channel? Ecothermic or something like that, Reptiles. I'd like to get some of those tubs. And yes, BP Collector, I'm all about quality too. Kind of like Gavin from Balls to You says, quality in, quality out. Hey, Zach, what's going on? Hey, since you are here, here's what I'm going to tell you, Zach. Your classic is a male. He has ate twice. So one more meal and 1 or 2 more meals I need to weigh him. I'll weigh him after he goes to the bathroom because I just fed last night, so it wouldn't be an accurate weight. But I'll weigh him, and then as soon as he gets to 80 grams, which will not take much, in 3 meals, he'll be ready to go. So you need to message me on Instagram so we can talk about all the details. I have 2 thermometers in my incubator. One says 88, one says 90. Both thermometers need to be the same temperature, or can they be a few degrees different? Okay, about that. Do you have a fan in your incubator, LKB? And what it is as long as it's what I found out, as long as it's 88 to 90, you're good. 89 is optimal. I wouldn't go in. I would make sure it wouldn't go any higher than 91. If there was a way you can get a fan in there to rotate that air, you'd have like a small little computer fan. You would have a more constant temperature. But if there's no, fan to blow the the heat down and back up, then it's not going to be as constant. I think there may be a degree difference in mine, but I don't have any issues with it. Okay. Where's the 88 temperature at, and where's the 90-degree temperature? I'm going to get a refill. Zach, yes, I did. Congratulations, man. And if you guys have any comments or anything like that on what I'm saying, or anything to back me up on, or criticism on what I'm saying, make sure you comment. Let's make sure everything's right. If you're doing something different, let's put it out there, because there's no wrong way to breed snakes or incubate snakes or breed rats. Everybody has their own way of doing things. Yes, some things are wrong, but there's no right way to do anything, but there is a couple wrong ways to do it. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I keep my humidity as high as it'll go. Usually it's around 90, 95%. Most of the time 100. Well, not 100. I'd say 90. That little thermometer or hydrometer thing don't work out too well in the incubator, so I got to figure out something else. As long as there's condensation on the inside of your tub, you're good to go. And we are, let's see how far out we are. One, 2, 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. We are 40 days away from cutting that clutch. Yeah, humidity will be high whenever you have all that water in the bottom. Yes, BP Collector, awesome raffle to help DEA. Mine is anywhere from 90 to 100. The thing you have to worry about is yes, you want the incubator with high humidity, but you're more concerned about the humidity in that tub. I'm probably going to move that female that I got off of Craigslist like 6-8 months ago. I'm probably going to move her to one of these smaller tubs. She is back on food, but I have 2 inches of water in my cooler. I think that I'm just gonna move there and see if she'll still eat like she's doing now, because she's been off food for a while. Now she's back on food. She ate 2 smalls yesterday, so she's after she sheds out, I'm gonna move her over to these new tubs and see how she works out in there. And if she goes off food again, I'll throw her back in the big tubs. LKB's at 99 because he's got a cooler as an incubator and he keeps water in the bottom of it. Water and heat, then that creates the 99% humidity. It's kind of like your snake tubs. If your water bowl is at the front of the tub, your humidity is still going to be up there. But if that snake pushes that water bowl to the back over that heat, your humidity is going to go way high and your condensation is going to be all over the tub. Because heat makes the water evaporate, which turns it into humidity. And Reese's, I want to talk to you after this live stream also. Yeah, mine always push the water bowls inside. Yeah, mine does too. I got several different type of water bowls. The reason why I changed you got some snakes that won't tip their water over, and you got some snakes that they tip it over every time. And that's the bad thing about paper, is they tip it over, it gets the paper wet, it turns the tank into, the tub, just condensation everywhere, it just makes it a total mess. That, of course, these guys were in the smaller tubs, so that don't help any. But these bigger water bowls, I don't think they're going to be able to tip them over. So, plus it gives them room to soak. And they're only $1. So, if they turn out good, then I'll buy more of them. But, let me show you see if one of them's still doing something. Yeah. Let's look at this guy. This is why I like the new water bowls. And it didn't take long for this guy to do this either. So look at this. He's in swimming. Yeah, I even got, and I cleaned this up a little bit, but I still need to do a lot of cleaning, so pardon my messiness out here. Them water bowls right there, dog water bowls, they worked out all right, but the problem I had with them is they doubled as a hide, and the bigger snake that you had in there still crawled his way in there and got underneath it and wrapped itself around the inner part of the bowl, ended up tipping the water bowl over, spilling water. So that's why I got out of them. So here's how I have my new tub set up. All of these are the giveaway snakes. All of those are females. And then all of those are males. So as you could tell, I moved, let's see, where's he at? I switched John Wayne Gacy over to the black rack, my male rack. And I also changed the fire, which I don't have a name for him yet, over here also. So everybody has more room. I think they're happy about it. Let's check on the ghost. I haven't made up my mind on his giveaway yet or not, so I have him over here, but I've got to open this one up slow because it is kind of tight. There's the ghost. And yes, I did handle him, putting him over in the new tub. No hook. I haven't used the hook on him in a while. So he is getting a little bit better. He still hisses, but he hasn't cocked back and tried to bite me yet. He took a big meal yesterday, so I really don't want to get him out right now. Oh, it's raining. I need to make sure it's not raining in my room. Yeah, most of my snakes had big meals last night, so I really don't want to disturb them too much. Back this up a little bit. It's not raining hard here. But, of course, if it rains hard, it'll blow in. That is why, if I have it there, that low, I'm still fine. It could rain hard, and it'll blow in a little bit, but not a whole lot. So, I still have 3 grow out tubs. Hey, Brittany's, what's going on? Congratulations, Brittany, you're on a live stream. I don't mind the rain. This weekend went by way too fast. I do know that. Oh, okay, that's cool. So you ever gonna get any snakes, Brittany? I bet it was. Oh, I didn't watch the race. I don't have cable. But I don't care too much for Kyle Busch. He's just one of them drivers, you either like him or you don't. So, I don't watch racing much anymore, but I still do have a favorite driver, but he don't race anymore. What kind of snakes are you wanting to get, Brittany? And how does everybody in your household feel about your spiders and then you wanting snakes? That's what I want to know. Here's a question for everybody. What does everybody in your household think of you having your reptiles, whether it's snakes, rats, lizards, spiders, or what? What does your family think of that? All right, so they definitely get used to it. I agree with that, but at first it's like the plague. They want nothing to do with them. But like I stole a certain saying from Brian with BHB. Fear is the lack of knowledge. The more you learn about something, the less you fear of it. So who was scared more, Brittany, the kids or the spouse? How long did it take you guys to get your families used to you having reptiles? All right, so here's what I'm going to do. The number you type is going to be the percentage. What percentage of my snakes ate last night? What do you think the percentage is? Let's see here. Husband was, yeah. Now he holds in more than me. He used to have a ball python. Okay. So, Brittany, it's not 100%, unfortunately. All right, so I'm going to write this down as I do this. I'm going to take you guys with me. Get me a pen here, because I'm actually not going to... All right, so... Okay. Let's see here. I'm not going to say numbers. I'm just going to look. I'll just put this up here. That way. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. And this includes the hatchlings also. So we got 5. Just about done. One more rack to go. Turn this light on. Okay. Well, let's see here. There we go. Okay. Okay, now it's time to tally up the numbers. All right. Let's see here. All right, who's going to be the closest? I've got to add these up to make sure the number's right. Is that right? Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Eight. I'm trying to count, see how many snakes I got to make sure. There's 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, plus 14. All right, so that is right. Okay, we are good. Okay. The percentage of snakes that ate is 68%. But still, that's a lot better than in my typical feed day. Just because it's breeding season. Retro had 75. Yep, you was the closest. To break it down a little bit more, just to kind of let you guys know, tanks, 0 for 1. Giveaway snakes, 4 for 8. Well, 4 for 8. Females, 7 for 7. My males, 12 for 14. And then, my females in here, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50%. 6 for 12. She did not eat. Sally, my head albino. The genetic stripe did not eat. Look at that. Well, don't mind this one. That one. She ate 3 smalls last night. She is pounding food. Hopefully she's building those follicles and she's going to give me some eggs. That's going to be awesome. Yeah, I think we're raining a little bit. Can you guys see it? Yeah, you can see it. We need it though. No thunder, just rain. Another free car wash. You gotta love them free car washes. And it always looks better if it rains and you just don't drive your car versus it raining and then you drive it and then it gets all dirty. Yeah, I used to not like rain, but I love rain now versus snow and ice and all that. It's kind of soothing. So, would you guys be opposed to, say, Friday night going ahead and auctioning them classics off, but waiting until they get the correct amount of meals and weight? Do you want to wait until they get to that point, or do you want to go ahead and auction them off next Friday and do it that way? Which way do you think? Wait or next Friday? Yeah, Iron Dog, but if it does that, then you don't get paid. Hey, James, what's going on? Well, I won't ship them until they have the correct amount of feed and weight. What time is his auction Friday? I know I'm interested in LSR's snakes, but I got to pass on that for now. LSR's putting in I think it's a male pied and female het pied pair. After 6 p.m. Central, that'll be 7 p.m. here, okay? I think when I'll do it, what day's better, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday? Yeah, Monday, Tuesday is really not a good day for me. Weekends or Friday nights the best time to do it. That's why I do. Sorry. Um, that's why I do my lives on Friday nights and Sundays. Because when I get home from work, I take care of snakes, rats. By the time I get shower and everything, it's like 7 or 8 o'clock, and yeah. DEA auction is 8 p.m. Central Time. Okay, that's fine. We won't do it next Friday. Yeah, Brittany, nobody goes to the movies on Monday. We might just do it on a Sunday. But I'll let you guys know for sure next week. That way, we can kind of plan it and then start promoting it and hopefully getting more people in here. So so do you breed your spiders and stuff, Brittany? Yeah, spiders aren't really mine either. ball pythons are now, so. And if it wasn't for feeding my snakes, I wouldn't be breeding rats either. But it saves me so much money. Hey, King Repti, what's going on? Hey, I'll give you an update on your snake real quick. King Repti, your guy just took a live pinky last night. Took his first meal. Took his first meal. Still needs a couple more. Make sure he gets over the weight, which I'm pretty sure he will. And then he'll be ready to go. So that's your update. There's only 2 snakes that has not ate yet. That is the male classic for the auction and Jay's Balls female. Them 2 are the only ones that have not ate yet. Okay, I got a jumping spider. A little guy ordered in the mail for her. It was like 10 minutes of courtship. I got a... Wow. That's awesome, LKB. You watched my videos of him? Yeah, he is crazy eating like to take off my hand. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to go through and I'm going to watch all your videos here pretty soon. I've seen 1 or 2 of them. Yeah, I'm finally glad some of my snakes are back on food. I tried to feed the butterfly alive last night, so he didn't eat. So I think he's going to be a frozen thawed eater, which is fine. I might try pre-killed for him. Because that would be the way to go, is pre-killed, because all I'd have to do is pre-kill them, try to feed them, and then if they don't eat or don't hit, I'll just put them in a bag and freeze them. LKB, they'll still strike on food, just not as much when you feed live. Just takes time to build the videos up, Brittany. I bet I've only got a couple hundred. Well, I got my videos up, was doing daily vlogs. Yeah, it don't take much to breed rats. I mean, for instance, I fed, what was that count? How many did I say? 8? 30? Well, let's say 30. 30 snakes ate. Average of 2... We'll say $2 per rat. That's $60 for 1 week. So if you take that per month, that's $240 for rats if you went and bought them. Now, breeding rats for those, like all the ones I got breeding, what I'm breeding, I spend about probably $175 to $200 to feed them and do all that per week. I'm paying $2 a rat when I do get them, but the pet store, they're $5 a rat. I'm not doing that, LKB. Well, say for instance, $4 a rat, and you have 30 rats. That's $120 just for one, or if you have 30 snakes and you're feeding $4 per rat, that's $120 a week. So with that being said, if you breed your own rats, like I'm doing, I have 12 tubs, 9 are breeding, and 3 are grow-ups. I spend $30 a week for food one week, and I spend $20-some a week the next week for bedding. I try to alternate it. That way I'm not hitting it, that big sum every time. And there's sometimes I do more feed than one bag every 2 weeks. So, say 32 one week, 24 the next, that's 56, that's $102 a month. So I do a max of about $150 a month for rats and food. That's little more than 1 week at $4 per rat. So it saves money. It really does. It takes time, but it saves money. Yeah, everybody, if you guys want a good giveaway, head on over to Brittany's channel and check out her stuff, because it's a great channel. I'm not much into invertebrates, so some of my steaks still eat mice. None of mine eat mice. Okay, I'll show you. Never can get tired of seeing that. And they got clean tubs this time. So, breeding rats, I only have one tub with one male and one male, 2 females, because I think one of the females is a kind of a I don't want to call her a serial killer, but she don't like very many big rats in her tub. So this is my breeding racks for my rats. Okay, the bottom 3 here, 1, 2, 3 are grow outs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are breeders' tubs. So for instance, let's just open one of these up. Oh, and it just so happens it's the mean mama tub. So this is 1 male, 2 females. And that mama right there, she's the one that'll bite me. So yeah, it's got more in here. Well, hello there, bud. You see that male back there, the one with the kind of a grayish hood on him? The big one? That's one that I bred myself and I raised him up. Hello. Now, that female that just ran to the back, That female I got from a pet store. Well, not a pet store, reptile store. I bought her as a feeder, and I bought 9 at that time, smalls, and she is the only one, I think, out of that 9 that snakes didn't eat. So I ended up raising her as a breeder. But so here's how I have it set up. I like this rack a lot better than this rack, but this rack was my first rack I built. So, yeah. So what I do is I have a water line, 5-gallon buckets, draining down to each line. And you got your nozzles down there for them to drink out of. I don't have any problems with chew outs for the hosing. Right now with these tubs, I do not have any problem with chew outs on tubs. These are tubs that I bought at Home Depot. And I would 2x4s are more expensive and they're heavier, but look at the difference. Not moving. Well, those are a lot sturdier. But everything's good. Everything's working out great. Everybody's tired from the cleanup. So now I clean my rats once a week on Sundays, but as soon as I start growing more out, I will have to clean more often, because the more rats that are in a tub needs to be cleaned more often. So that's what's going on with that. I gotta wash my hands. I think I got space for that kind of setup, but we do plan on moving. You can even breed rats in aquariums. I mean, then you definitely won't have to worry about chew outs. I know the place where I got lucky. When I was interested in breeding rats, I bought all my stuff and I was going to the feed store to check out the bedding and food, and I asked them, and if they, about the bedding they would recommend, this, that, and the other, and the male per female and all that. And they said, well, talk to that lady right over there. She does it she breeds rats. So I went and talked to her. I probably talked to her for 30, 45 minutes and found out she breeds rats and she breeds ball pythons. So she's like, so have you bred rats yet? I said, no. I said, I'm probably going to be looking for some to buy so I can start breeding. She said, well, I got some I got to get rid of because they're outgrowing everything. She's like, I got some breeders ready to go. And I said, really? I said, how much? She's like, don't worry about it. She said, I'll bring them to you and you can have them. Hello, Heather, how's it going? So what I did was I built my rack, got it set up. At the time I was using water bottles, rabbit water bottles, and she brought me, I think, enough to do 4 tubs, and then a month or 2 later she brought me more. So my beginning rat breeding my rats didn't cost nothing. She just gave them to me. So I got lucky in that aspect. Now I raise my own and turn them into breeders. So it's just an ongoing cycle. I'm basically, doing everything within the community. But I'm not inbreeding. The reason I say that is, say I get tub 1. I want females out of that tub. I'll get tub 2, I'll hold back a couple males, and I'll use different tubs for my matings. But yeah. Oh, that reminds me, I was just checking my messages on here. Guess who finally ate? You guys will not believe it. I was shocked when he ate. This guy has not ate for probably 10 months. He is the one that I got from my neighbor. He has had lockups, which I don't know if the female, where's he at? Right here. I don't know if the female is going to go this season, but she has not eaten in 2 or 3 weeks. That is my male albino, Buck Barrow. He finally ate last night, so hopefully he's now back on food. I am very happy about that. So happy about that. I was starting to worry about him, but he's back on food. So, that's awesome. Alright. Sell them to people in the area for cheap. Keeps what you need on hand. Keep what you need on hand so they don't overpopulate in there. I don't need to do that, Brittany. The reason being is, for my snakes that want frozen thawed, I do my own frozen thawed. Look. So what I do is I use them over there to euthanize my rats, and then I put them in the freezer. So I completely, 100% am relying on my rats to feed all of my snakes. I do not have to go out and buy any rats anywhere any longer. I breed my own to do it. So that is awesome. All right, reptile family, I'm going to bounce off here now. Donnie, I'll get with you in an hour. Okay, that sounds good. And guys, I hate to cut this one short, but I'm going to say in another 10 minutes, no, we'll go to 4:30. At 4:30, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. Still got a lot to do today, but I wanted to get on here and do my Sunday chat with you guys, because that is something that I look forward to every week. Oh, nice. I don't know what I'm going to feed my snake. Petco or PetSmart don't sell them. Not even frozen. Here's what I recommend. Okay. All you have to do is get 1 rat, 2 females, maybe 3 females if you want to breed them. Get 2 different tanks. 1 for grow outs, 1 for them. Done. Or go and buy frozen thawed off online and feed your snake frozen thawed. A lot cheaper. You'll pay, say for instance, you go to Petco or PetSmart, and when they do have frozen, you're paying. Yes, Rodent Pro. That is where I used to get my frozen stuff at. So say you go to PetSmart or anywhere, you're going to pay anywhere from $3 to $5 for a rat. Okay, we'll definitely see if I can get away with breeding them. Yes, breeding them will save you money. But it's best. How big of a snake are you wanting a hatchling or are you wanting an adult ball python? $10 to $12. I got $100 worth of, well, no more than that. Just to kind of give you an estimate, I have, I think this many, say $10 per large. I got $800 of large frozens in the freezer that I euthanized myself. Okay, if you're only wanting one snake, what you can do is just get one male, one female rat. Start with that. When they have babies, you could even euthanize them and then put them in the freezer and feed frozen thawed. So you can keep that going. You see what I'm saying? That snakes is only going to eat once a week, and them rats will have 10 to 15 babies. So you'll be able to put a bunch in the freezer. And if you want to stop breeding for a while, get you 2 different tanks and separate them. But they are community animals. Even at $5.99 a rat, I still have $480 of large rats. Very true. You might find a breeder online or on Craigslist. LKB, you are correct. And let me do something here. I'll check something out for you and show you. Almost there. All right, keep in mind, when you buy off of Rodent Pro, you got a $29 shipping fee. But, let me switch this around. Maybe. There. Brittany, pinkies, for 100 of them, 75 cents a piece. So $75 a bag, so you're looking a little over $100 for 100 of them. So you're looking at $1 a piece. Fuzzies, 50 of them for 50 bucks. Hey Ed, what's going on? So, if you don't want to breed rats, Rodent Pro's the way to go. The more you buy, the more you save. Hey Ed, look. Boom. Look at that, Ed. Remember the pictures I sent you? Final project or final product. that is my new, not new, but new quarantine rack. So I got to clean the tubs out, and then I'm going to put that in the room, put it away for now, because I don't need it. And what did I do by building these new racks? I moved 16 snakes into there. I emptied one tank, and I gained 6 free tubs. What does that mean? I can put snakes in them. I can get more snakes, but I'm not doing that yet. I got plans. So I got to be smart at what I do. So, Ed from TGH, what are you up to today? LKB, you trade mice for rats at your local feed store. That's awesome. Also, Ed, just as an update, the Classic finally took a meal. Ah, okay. You're always driving. You live in that truck. So, Ed, I don't think he was on here yet. But Mr. Buck Barrow finally ate. That's the albino I got from my neighbor. He finally ate. Yes, feed for rodents can get expensive. But even though it's expensive, if you do it right, you're still saving money. There's some breeders that feed the rat feed. There's some that also feed premium dog food. I'm not saying rat breeder, or there's snake breeders that breeds rats for their collection. I know of at least one that feeds premium dog food, which is still cheaper than rat food. Yeah, he's excited. He's wanting it. Yeah, he's kind of a hisser, so he'll just take some handling to get used to. I think all the giveaway snakes are happy in their new tub, though. They got more room. And Ed, I went to the dollar store yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. I took some advice. I went to the dollar store and I got some water bowls. Wow, that sounded like Ed. You're rubbing off on me, man. Right there. That's my water bowls for my snakes now. for about 10 of them. So see what this one is. Oh, okay. Okay, good. Yep, those water bowls are working so far. I just got tired of having those snakes. Of course, they need to be upgraded anyway. Bigger water bowls are good to have if that will help with humidity, and also that will help give the snakes somewhere to soak if they need to soak, you know, to help them shed or whatever. That's like this little guy here. Which one is he? This guy loves the water. Look. Had him a big meal. Now he's going for a swim. They moved from their studio apartment to their 3-bedroom condo. Yep, that is John Wayne Gacy. That is actually the one a few lives ago that's tried to bite my finger. But I trust him. But depending on your snake, like if you're having a problem with your snakes tipping over the water bowl, yes, get a bigger water bowl. It's heavier. They won't be able to knock it over. That's one reason why I went with a bigger water bowl on them. And let me show you this. So, you'll see kind of a dirty sink here, but I got to clean them all up. You see that water bowl? That's one of them smaller crock dishes. That used to be in with my cinnamons, but they kept tipping them over. So what did I do? I swapped out a couple water bowls with other tanks. So now, of course, I moved them up. They're higher now. Let me see if this is one of them. Yep, I use those. He don't tip them over. So those work out real good because, well, let me get to over here. Because not only they cover a lot of space, the lid attaches to the bottom, and it's a bigger base so they can't tip it over. I love those containers. But anyway, guys, it is 4:30. I hope you guys had a great time. I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to get my other stuff done so I can relax for a little bit. And thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Yeah. I didn't want to go glass because as much as I move around, I didn't want to break any of them. But just stay safe. Hopefully everybody has a good week. I will see you guys in the next vlog. And thank you for coming and watching Sunday Chat with DER Reptiles. Have a good night.